Stop mucking around on your place and I get a farm that's mine. Think it's about time. Yeah, it's about time I got a farm.
Good afternoon everyone. A bit sunny today, nice and warm. I've just finished making coleslaw for the food truck this weekend, so I've got a heap of cabbage offcuts and I'm just going to go feed them to the cows. Alright, let's see how quick they come. If they can recognise that I'm feeding them cabbage. Girls, come on. Come on, girls. Here they come. Violet's first. Hello, Violet. Hello, girl. Ooh. Oh. Relax. Alright. No. Whoa. Whoa. Here you go. Alright, here, have a big chunk. Okay, now go away. What are we doing, Zach?
Coming out here to watch David
Yeah, coming out to watch David belt the grass. Alright, here we go, it's going to poop it out. I'm still amazed by this machine, to be honest. Here we go, Zachy. It's about to be pooped out. Whoop. So we got 21 in this first paddock, which is really weak. We'll probably get 30 in the second paddock once he's all done. So we're lucky to get 50. Last year we were well over 100, so yeah, the grass is not great this year. I think that comes to the fact that we had some real windy weather. The rain's come through and the wind's just pretty much dried up the rain pretty quickly, so that makes it really tough, but hopefully that should be enough to get us through the winter. If not, we'll have to start buying some hay in. But the big job now begins, Zach. What's the big job right now? What do you reckon? What do you think? Have a guess. We'll have to move the hay. We'll have to pick up all the hay bales and take them up and store them away.
That'd be pretty fun. I get to sit on the back.
Alright. And there's the princess. No, it's all been cut. But that means once we get all the hay bales in, yep, we can mow your racetrack. Good morning everyone, it's time for an actual update on the property, specifically the chooks, so let me flip the camera around and show you what's going on. Right, so we're in the chook pen. Now, firstly, Gertie the goose. I think Gertie is actually more of a Gary than a Gertrude, so we haven't got any eggs from her, so I'm actually thinking that this is a boy goose instead. The ducks have stopped laying now as we're approaching the end of summer. All through spring they were firing on all cylinders, but it looks like the chook eggs have dried up. As you can see, it looks around, looking around, it looks like a bit of a war zone because they're all molting, which is normal. So count wise, we're at 1 goose, 7 ducks, and some 33, 34 odd chooks. These brown ones here, they'll start laying fairly soon, and then hopefully we'll get a supply of eggs through the winter. So what needs to be done? Not much out here, but in here there needs to be a bit of work. So what's happened here now is I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 broody hens. 6. We have 6 broody hens, all trying to hatch eggs. We don't need any more chooks, otherwise I'd happily chuck a couple of fertile eggs under them, but we just don't. So I'm gonna have to get that all out. All this area needs a clean out, so I'm going to take all this stuff out, put them on the veggie beds that aren't being used, and start prepping them and leaving them over the winter. So you'll see that when on the next update. But I want to remount this so it's not sitting on the milk crates, and put in the proper roll away boxes where once they leave the eggs roll away. Currently, this particular hen is sitting in there because there is some baby chicks under her. Long story short, some eggs were hatched in the incubator, and we needed to help look after the chicks for a while. Fortunately, we've got all these broody hens, and this mama hen is quite happily willing to adopt. So we'll have... Ow! Let me see the babies. Hey, where are your babies? There we are. There we go. Cute little baby chick. So there's 6 of them at the moment under there. Let's get them some focus. There we go. They are cute. Very little, kind of like 2 or 3 days old now. So we'll pop baby back in. And being a good mama, she's adopted them. I think this may be the hen that we use to hatch eggs from now on. She's very good. So they're chilling out. We'll leave her in there. Right. So like I said, all this area needs to be cleaned out. I want to mount that. And across the top here, there's a gap. What's been happening is the chickens have been jumping up on this, then across there, then up on that, and then up there and out. So either way, we're going to close this thing up. Oh, look who's come for a visit. Hi, good morning. Are you off to work? Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Have a good day. Monday! So yeah, there's a little bit of work that needs to get done today. Got to go to shops, do groceries. Got to finish dismantling that because I've got a project I'd like to use for that. Got a heap of wood I need to put away. I redid that section, cleaned that up down the back there, so that's a bit more wood storage. Need to get that sorted. I think there's going to be some rain coming on Wednesday or Thursday, which is needed because the water tanks are probably about there full, about a quarter, so we'll need some water. If we don't get a decent rain, I'll have to buy some water in. But let's get cracking. And right, what's going on under there? Let's get cracking, and hopefully I can show you what it looks like when I'm done. Right, so this little gap is now closed in. This was some mesh I had lying around, which was actually at the front gate, stopping Fredo when he was a puppy from going underneath the gate. And look at it, fits really well. Nothing a couple of U-nails and some zip ties can't fix. So that's now enclosed, so chooks can't get out there. They're all in here for some reason. And so now I've started cleaning out. I've just gone to collect the eggs, and look at this. I've got my first Araucana eggs, which are these blue greeny eggs. So these are their first ones they've ever laid. So they're a bit small, but really excited because I've wanted these blue eggs from chooks. We've had blue eggs from ducks before, but I've really wanted these blue eggs from chooks since we got chooks. So it's been 2 years now since we first got chooks, and really chuffed that we finally got them. So I'll take these inside, and then it's continuing to clean up this mess in there. All of this is going on to a veggie bed to prep for next year, but I don't know why they're all in there. I have to get them out. Anyway, let's get cracking on that. Got my farm hand helping me. What are you doing, Zach?
Making the dust bath for the chickens.
Making a dust bath for the chickens, yep. So take out all that sand, tip it in, and we'll give them a spot to scratch around in. And why do chickens need to take a dust bath?
So the mites don't come on them.
Yeah, to help them get rid of the mites.
Yeah.
So we moved things around a bit and moved the food here. I've cleaned out the area. So as you can see, all the hay and old poo and stuff is gone. Our broody setup is now going to be this cage, which happens to fit quite nicely in this spot. And then on top of it will be our nesting or laying boxes. So I'm missing the black insert that comes out of that. I'm going to have to find that. But they should lay eggs now and roll away. Now it should work the way it's supposed to, where it's intended to. So now they can't poo on top of that. And once these chicks are gone, this will become the broody breaker for us to break the broody hens from now. And we're gonna, once that's done, which Zach is doing a fine job, we will then put the fresh wood shavings down, and I'll show you what that looks like when we're done. Brownie's fine with what? And the other one? She doesn't like it, does she? She keeps turning around. Anyway, the broody setup, or mama hen, has got her baby chicks all good. Food, water done. This is where the new food location is going to live. Automatic feeder. The dust bath, sand and stuff is all set up. That's all cleaned out. New fresh layer of wood shavings, and we'll top up more wood shavings as needed. And this area is now all clean and done, isn't it? So hopefully it should be easier to collect eggs from now. Yeah. Anyway, happy days.